how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Darius Geis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down. Haskins hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Ridiculous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Miles Sanders.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Taken down at the
in on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Brings up 2nd.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there. 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Eagles 1st down.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. 32 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Jake Elliott.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following Drawing the penalty, it's Geis. They find some open field here. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On first down, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 57 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
At the 2-yard line.
Trying to run with Sanders, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
6-yard line.
Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Washington 14.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Haskins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking deep for Gabriel. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 65 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
TJ Logan on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here.
On the keeper.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To Deshaun Jackson.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have.
And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
It don't even matter.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Washington, 27.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wentz's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
4-yard line.
He's going to let this go deep for... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. The 40, 30. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. That is caught at the 7. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Tackle made by Chase Young. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Eagles.
On first down, Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Haskins on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Geis try to get to the outside, shedding through the defense. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Haskins now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 48, Washington 40.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Deshaun Jackson, 60 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
The score, Eagles 55, Washington 40.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the bootleg. Haskins. He'll buy some time right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30.
Showtime today, baby.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 72 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Landon Collins made the
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 34-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, wait.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home. And that's caught inside the 35.
Terry.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week one of the season. We'll be back. Now it's the backup Smith. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Complete to Miles.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So flying.